Good evening. Welcome back to Hartwood Turning. We're still in the stable studios, even though the door's open today, because it's a balmy 22.2 degrees in the workshop this evening, but it feels a bit cooler than that. We have had some rain today. Cup of tea as well. Ow, too hot. Just leave it over there. We had some rain today, and when the rain stopped and the rain dried up off the car, there was all little red blotches all over the car. So we must have had some Saharan dust in the atmosphere. I did promise you that I would be come back on Thursday and do a
Live?
what was it called? Forgot what it's called now. Oh, aye, a ginger jar. That's what it is. So here I am. I'm back, and you know Terry's here, but wait to see who else is here.
Oh,
Ah, the lovely Joe is here too,
Good
and the
evening.
fabulous Pete of Toasted Trees.
Evening.
And Terry's here as well.
evening, everybody.
Oh, Terry, look what I bought today. Look what came today,
By the
Terry.
day,
Hope Michelle's
came
not.
today, Brian.
Hope Michelle's not watching.
Michelle's in. Don't.
Michelle's not
she's-
looking, it's right. She just closed her eyes.
Oh, Fred Chesters. Well done, Brian.
16.
Get the andos on them, mate. There's 4 andos.
Ah, well,
Actually, 2
I'm prepared, Terry, because I've got the little brass ferrules. Oh.
Oh, good man.
What's the TPI on those?
16 TPI.
Yeah, that's a bit more useful, I think.
I think so. But the other one, the next one down is 10s. I thought that was maybe a step too far. So I went from 20 down to 16. I can work this, the 20 is okay, but it produces a very fine thread. So we're going to try the 16 and try and master that. See how that goes. So this evening we're going to, let me just put these guys in the background. You guys can look after this tonight. I'm just going to turn. I don't think I'll be saying very much either. Well,
Don't waste your breath, Brian. Just get on with it.
Come on, who are you kidding?
Who are you kidding? Anyway, right, let's have a look at what we're going to turn. I've got a piece of wood on the lathe. Well, not quite. It's just about on the lathe. It's just gone on now. I've got a nice piece of spalted beech, which is approximately that inches long, 6 and a bit, and 4 inches wide. And I've also got another little bit like this for a lid. So,
Or a lid.
and it will be getting coloured. I don't care if it's spotted beech; it's getting coloured.
You're going to make it a lumpy lid like it should be.
I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it like this, Pete. I'll make it like this, Pete. Planning and preparation prevents poor performance.
You send away for
Yeah.
the drawing, I reckon, by the way.
I didn't send it with the drawing. I drew that this afternoon. I have
Yeah,
to
it's
tell
not
you.
too bad.
It's
That's
not-
what you're doing all afternoon then.
Should be just a dome. The straight sides are wrong.
No. It can be straight sided. It can be domed. It doesn't really matter.
It's
Nope.
your workshop. It could be anything.
In my opinion, it needs to be a dome.
In your humble opinion, yeah. Well, we're going to argue about opinions all night tonight, then,
Yep.
aren't we?
Yeah.
Well, that'll
Probably.
be fine. Now, before I start, I just want to give somebody a mention. There was a gentleman from C Drive 5757. I don't know what that means. Who sent me a little comment on my last
Computer
video.
nerd.
I need to mute that tab. That's no good. And the comment read as follows: "It's a pity that the subtitles were unavailable here because I could barely understand you guys." Don't know what he's trying to say there.
Well, get Irish, Scottish, or West Country then.
Yeah, exactly. and then, by the way, in capital letters, BTW, I'd make more use of the jump chuck instead of those expanding jaws. Chris.
Oh, well.
I said, thank you very much, Chris. Thanks for the advice, Chris. Much appreciated. Your advice is appreciated, but will be ignored. Thanks, Chris. Let me just go back to there. So that's
Well,
my
I
little
can
rant.
understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, I can
Is that
understand
Brian?
what I'm saying too, and I don't think anybody else in the
Brian,
chat.
can you just translate what Terry just said?
Yeah, okay, mate.
Could you move you?
He says,
Bristolian.
he said something like, I can understand what you're saying, boy.
That'll be
I
it.
can do it, maybe.
Where is the chat so I can read the chat while I'm just messing about here?
It's me who's going to be reading the chat.
Oh, I saw you.
Yeah.
Oh, but I just wanted to put it on here so I could see it. Anyway,
Ah.
right, let's go on. I'll put StreamYard. No, I won't put StreamYard over there. I'll just put it on full page there.
Carry on, Joe.
Oh,
Ignore
no.
Brian.
No,
Ah.
hold on. I've maybe broke something. No, I haven't. Oh,
Okay.
right, you carry on, Joe. Tell me who's in the chat, please.
Thank you.
And,
Welcome, everybody.
I'm not even going to start, am I? I'm just going to wait
Good
till you finish.
evening. So we have the very first person on the line is Michelle Oosby.
That's
We've
my
got
friend
Paul
in the sitting room.
Finlay,
She must be bored.
Norman Greenwell, Andy Door 60. We've got Grandma Rooftube.
Who had to buy lunch
Skeleton
again today?
turning up Terry at Eckington Hearts. I don't know what he's doing. We've got Wayne the Wood Turner, Clint at Wood Dancers. Malcolm Douglas. Terry Bartlett. Fred Gilliver. Wurzel Alex the Wood Butcher. Andy the Valley Wood Turner. Michael McEwen. Barry Chitty. Todd at Glen Cove Woodworks. Pack it in. James Crawford.
He started already. He's a torture.
Paul Kavanagh. Behave yourself. Alan Gibb.
Well, there's lots of people in, even Alan.
Yeah,
Yeah, there is.
isn't there?
Just
Look
the
at
ones
you,
Joe's missed.
Ian Leach. Shut up.
Oh, has Joe missed some? I can't believe that.
Have I really? Personalised
Carry on.
twist. Anthony Green. Kingsborough Braces UK. Hi, Rob. Ward Wilson. Doug Bennett. The Professor.
It's far too high.
Hi, Rob.
Rob the Prof.
Klondike Cressman. Hi, Lewis. Tony Smith. Susie Swisswood Turner. Yorkshire Gates. Hi, Glyn. And I think I'm down to bottom. Who have I missed?
Wurzel? Alan
No, I
Gibb?
said him. I said him.
Just testing you.
So
Ward
not-
Wilson.
Right.
I've said him.
Don't say a word yet. Right. You
I don't
stopped
know who you
arguing now?
missed. I wasn't paying attention, Joe. Sorry.
Have you stopped arguing now? Right. Let's get
No
on.
change here, Pete.
Situation normal.
Anyway, if I've missed
Pete.
anybody out, I do apologise.
Pete, you'll be happy to know that this is the no cut line tonight.
Excellent. That's a really good place to have a no cut line.
You wait and see, Pete.
Not finished yet, Pete. And this mark I'm going to make here now, that mark there, is almost to the widest part of this form. And this mark I've got made on this side because I've cheated a little bit so that you're not going to be here all night. I've already taken the Fosner bit and I've hollowed this bit out as deep as it needs to go with the Fosner bit. So basically I drilled it out 25 mil and then I put a 40 mil Fosner bit in there and drilled that out. So I'll be hollowing that out. That is where I need to take the shoulder to.
Cool.
So from this line out around to that line. So we'll do that first.
So we've got Brian from Greenhaven Creations and Matt the Gentleman Woodturner's joined us.
Hey, Brian.
Good evening.
Good
Mark.
evening.
And Brian, let me just turn that right the corner. I've taken that far too tight. Turn it around the corner a little bit. About there somewhere. Let's just take some bits off of this. It is a little bit wobbly there, but we'll sort that out in a minute as we go.
Dances with aardvarks.
Evening, Mike.
Michael. Hands up, anybody that can understand Brian, by the way.
Well, I can't see any hands up, so obviously everybody can.
Yeah. Just shows that, whatever he's called. C drive.
Chris.
Might
know,
not have been
sorry.
English-speaking country.
You know,
I'm just wondering.
I can't understand me
Maybe
most of the
they
time anyway. So.
Nobody can stand me. That's
Oh, you're
fine.
well dodgy.
Really, don't worry. Jason
One
A
of
Levin.
little
in.
tiny upstand there.
Brian Eltonero de Madeira is in.
Oh,
It's okay, Joe. You can say it twice. It's okay.
Brian Eltonero de Madeira is in. Good evening,
Hello,
Brian.
Brian with a Y.
Hello,
Oh.
Brian.
So that's
I
kind of how
did let it go
that
through the
shoulder
chat,
looks.
Joe.
Pardon?
I did let it go through the chat for about 10 lines before I thought she was going to say it in a minute.
Yeah, I know.
We
I know.
didn't. Yeah.
Are you not paying attention again, Joe?
Well,
I'm
you know,
always
I'm
paying
not saying nothing.
attention.
Who am I to say anything? You know.
So having said this is a no cut line, I have to get rid of a whole lot of waste wood here so as I can get down to the size I want.
Well, you
What
could do
size
that.
did I-
You just not
What
going
size
behind
did I
it.
want? Let me get my calipers out. Let's see what size I did want. Calipers, I'll just take it off the drawing. Get real technical nowadays, taking things off drawings and stuff. That should be around about 40 mil, I think. Yeah, it's close. So we'll just take a bit of a cut out of here and take some out of there.
That's the overhead, mate. We're doing that.
What you said there?
Overhead.
Put it to overhead.
Oh,
Please.
sorry.
Can't see the catches.
That's
Yeah.
it.
That's better. See the shape then, does he?
Half inch spindle gauge.
Looks like the start of a Christmas cracker.
Or a rocket.
Or a rocket, yeah.
Oh,
Of course, it's getting near
Joe.
Christmas now, isn't it? Ruth keeps telling me. It's
It
getting near
is.
Christmas.
We're into September now.
And
Yeah.
I'll just use my
She's probably got all the presents for all the kids already.
feeding and button tool and just take this down to where I want it.
Dances with Aardvarks says, what shade of ginger are you
Nearly-
painting this?
Nearly too
Copper or
big.
strawberry blonde?
I have no idea yet. Two.
Haven't you thought that far?
Let's put to be decided.
All right.
Be decided.
Just change button tools there because I think I've just made that too small. Oh, look at that.
Spot on.
Have a little confidence, Brian.
That was perfect. Have a little faith, he
A
said.
little faith.
Little faith.
Mark's
Without
asking what
Spalted
timber
beech.
is.
The timber is
Spalted
spalted beech. There you go. Nice bit of spalting in it. It also has a nasty bit there and it has a nasty crack right across the middle of the spalting there, but I'm hoping that's going to disappear.
Well,
So now what I need to
you know,
do
I
is,
reckon that nasty crack and that nasty bit of staining is perfect.
Yeah.
so all we're going to do is work our way back up this piece and head towards that where I've just finished that cut.
Don't forget, you got to be comparing drawings afterwards.
I just need to take a little bit off of that because it's just a little bit off through.
Rob, the professor says it's the crack's not on the drawing.
A little bit faster, I think. I've been turning that many bowls and stuff recently that I keep forgetting to turn the speed up for spindle work.
Hmm.
So now, what I'm going to do now is realign the tool rest.
Wurzel wants to know what
That's
are the
really
camera
nice.
setups.
What
I'll
are
let
the
you
camera
decide that,
setups?
Pete.
Well, I persuaded Brian, Terry, and Steve to go for Logitech Brio cameras. which are
Mhm.
great, but you've got to have a fairly powerful computer to drive them. And that's a 4K camera, but we use them in 1080 so that we've got the 4K CCD giving us zoom space so we can zoom the cameras in and out. So it's quite an elaborate rig, and that's all tied together with a piece of software called OBS, which is what we use to switch between cameras and change the views of the camera.
Hope that helps, Virgil. Alex.
Mike Evans is in.
Mike.
Good evening, Mike.
Yeah, as Wayne says, he uses Chibo cams. They're quite nice as well, but you get brilliant pictures with the Brio, but they're not
Wayne's
cheap.
got wet string as his internet connection, so
Yeah. Wet string. Brio, Logitech Brio, Alex. BRIO.
I can put the link in, Clint, but you've got to go on eBay and find them second-hand because they're very expensive new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Colin turned links is in.
I bought all mine off
Colin.
the internet
Hi,
second
Colin.
hand. And I think I bought most of Terry's off the internet
He
second
did.
hand.
He bought all mine as well because I couldn't be bothered to go and look. So I just said, order them.
He's kind of too lazy, you know.
Order them when you can, and I'll send you the money, which worked out.
Which
I
you
think
did.
Brian probably, you know, had his paid for as well by me. But
Made a few bob.
I don't mind. Made a few bob, yeah.
What do you think
Basically,
my,
once
I
what
don't
do you
I
think
mind
got
my
my
name is, Roy?
cameras,
I don't want helping somebody out.
Mhm.
once I got my cameras, for which I paid no more than 70 quid for them, I told the other guys to go and get them. Put in a low bid on eBay and don't increase your bid.
Yeah.
They are available, and they do. You'll miss several, but they do come up.
Make sure you got a
This
good
is
enough
the Amazon
computer
link
to
just to
drive
show
it,
you what
though.
the camera is. No, it isn't because I won't paste it in. Hang on a sec.
That's that down as far as I want that to go.
I think well over £100 to buy if you want to buy new ones. So
125 at the moment.
125 at the moment,
Wow.
yeah. So
But like I said, we didn't pay anywhere near that.
Didn't pay that. Nope.
Nope.
I think the dearest one I had to pay for was £82, I think. So I'm just going to soften this curve just a tiny little bit. So as it rolls over more than just dives in there a little bit. But like that. And we'll soften it from here with a little shear scrape.
Okay, that's the link there.
Richard Phelan's coming to the chat. Good evening,
Richard.
Richard.
And I've got a tiny little flat just here. But I'll make it a little wider. Because that's where I want the lid to sit. And that should be the outside shape if I like the look of it. I don't actually like the look of it. I've got a tiny little bump just about here somewhere. So we'll just take that out.
Yeah, Alex, we when we use StreamYard, the upload to YouTube is a maximum of 720p anyway, because of the bandwidth restriction. When we make videos, we upload them at 1080. If you try to upload 4K, it takes a long time. It takes a massive amount of time to edit it because the files are so big.
Yep.
And
1080
everybody watches it.
1080 is as good as you're going to get on YouTube anyway as a
Yeah.
non-commercial supplier.
And everybody watches it normally in 1080. So
Well, you could own a lot of devices. You could only get 720p.
yeah.
Right.
So the limited amount of things we do, they're quite good.
I'll turn the speed down a bit. Bring in
Mark
the old
S is in.
extractor.
Hello, Mark S.
Jennifer in today?
Not at the moment.
Not seen her yet.
Still too fast. So this is 120 grit. We'll just see will that do. If not, I'll drop down to 80 grit. But it is a little bit punky, this wood, and a little bit dry. So it will, you will get a bit more
120 should do it.
I seem to have got rid of that crack, but there's just there where that little inclusion was, and that little crack, there's a little bit of tear out in there. So I'm just going to drop back to 80 grit just to get rid of that. I'm going to mess about.
Mark S has joined us.
Mark Stratton. Hi, Mark.
Joe.
Welcome along.
My microphone's not working.
I'll just check that again.
Sorry.
Wondered if my microphone wasn't working. I just say hello to Mark about 20 minutes ago.
No, it's not. We can't hear a word you're saying, mate.
Okay.
It's not the fact that we can't hear you, it's the fact we can't understand a word you say.
Don't want that. Well, I see.
Apparently, anyway.
That's C-Drive's fault.
Yep.
Everybody say hello to Des. Everybody say hello to Des Barnwell.
Evening, Des.
Good evening,
Evening,
Des.
He's not in, but he might be in the background listening.
Right, fair enough. And Mark says the boss is watching whilst eating.
All right.
That's not what it says on my screen, Joe.
The boss is watching while...
Mark S said the boss is watching whilst drinking 2 bottles of Baileys with 1 straw, practicing for Harrogate.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's practicing, yeah.
Rob the Professor, have you gone for a continental choice of cheese tonight, Joe? Or a standard English cheddar? I haven't gone for either. Not for either. When I go to France, I'll have continental cheese.
Continental cheese? Well, I'll have to be on the continent.
I will.
Won't have much choice, will you?
Well, not
you get English cheese. You get English cheese over there, can you? You can get English cheese over there.
Well,
They
I've
probably
got a mini fridge, so I'll just shove it in the fridge. I'll chuck Glyn's drinks out and
everybody seems to be going to France these days.
Why not?
Have they started the booze cruises or something?
No.
No, it's just kids are all back to school, so the beaches are empty. So we're going to go down for a week on the Med.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, you're going that far south?
Yeah, we're going by Ryanair, and it's 24 quid. So yeah, can't complain
about
that, can you?
Isn't it shocking?
Why not?
I couldn't even get far enough to fill up the tank with petrol for that sort of money.
No.
Well, you couldn't.
Especially not when I've got to go 75 miles to get cheap petrol.
240 grit, and we're done. I don't want to oversand it because I may want some colours to soak into this. Oh, you never know.
Oh.
So did I, Mark. I missed that as well. Perhaps Pete will say it again.
Yeah, I could say it again. I could say Jennifer is currently trying to drink 2 bottles of Baileys with a single straw because she's practicing for Harrogate.
My wife walked in with a cup of tea for me.
She's very hard on that Jennifer girl.
Oh, she deserves it.
Probably. Right, so that's the outside kind of done. Let's crack on and get some hollowing done. Move that out the way.
Yeah, and as Mark says, I'm going to the Cornish Riviera first. I'm going there Sunday. After going to Yandles on Saturday.
Are you going to buy something?
What's happening in Yandles?
It's their autumn fair thing.
All right, nice.
Simon Hope Hollow until.
It's an interesting cup of tea that you've got there, Terry, because you're eating.
I'm eating, I don't know, one cup of tea and things you brought me.
put it on the right camera, boys. It's okay. You just sit there and twiddle your thumbs.
We're not interested. We're just,
Oh, apparently Brian's turning something.
Let me just check that before I come out through the side. Not be the first time.
Has anyone done any funnels lately?
I haven't.
Yeah, me neither. Not recently.
Nope.
Well, I've mostly been doing spindle work, so. Tell you what I did do the other day. Granddaughter found a load of pine cones. So I thought, oh, I've seen pictures on Facebook of people putting a face on a pine cone to make a hedgehog. So I said I'd do that for her.
Right, that should be the neck done. Let me get the vacuum just to suck
The
that
trouble
out.
is the eyes, they're like a 2.5, 3 mil bead on the end of a 1.5 mil stem, which is about 1/8 of an inch long. I cut about 9 of them to get 3 because the others disappeared out of my hand. They just flew into the air, landed in the shavings, and I can't find it. Start again.
I was watching Wayne last night. We're using the number 1 hollower on his piece of yew that he was turning last night.
Jennifer's in. Hello, Jennifer.
That piece of yew was giving Wayne such a hard time last night.
Hi, Jennifer.
It was a bit of a brute of a face.
Nothing to do with me, Jennifer. I didn't mention arrogant.
See where we are on that. It doesn't take long when you're using these hollowing tools.
Green Haven Creations Mike did a funnel last week, he tells us.
Hey, let me just get right down in there. I can't get in there. It's okay.
I did turn a goblet last week on a piece of tree that had been felled that day. So turned it with an umbrella, obviously. And so far it hasn't split. Amazing.
Very good.
So I missed most of that piece. The noise of Brian's layers making too much noise.
What noise my lathe making?
Oh, terrible.
Jabra doesn't seem to be selling that tool particularly well.
Why is that?
Don't worry about it, because Jabra requires a consistent noise to be able to shut it out.
It does, aye.
And you stopped talking, Brian, which is unusual. I like the way that takes it out quick.
It does. That's why I'm stopping off and down.
Is this going to be a practical ginger jar or just an ornamental one?
Well, it depends how much ginger you've got to store, really.
Yeah.
Right, so just going to use that's the majority of it hollowed out. So I'm going to use a slightly bigger cutter, or not cutter, a scraper, basically. Just to try and finesse the edge a little bit. If I can, just come up just a fraction.
You should have the overhead for this so we can see when you come through the side.
No, don't tell him that.
Oh.
No, he won't, you see. Well, I don't know. Perhaps he will.
Right, so that cut that came up there felt like it was quite smooth. Didn't feel any ridges. And that's the best you can do when you're hollowing like that. Yeah, that's fine. That'll do. And that's probably enough of the hollowing.
It did sound as though it cut it smooth, so.
Well, it's a whole lot smoother than it was when I used the Simon Hope hollower, the 6mm cutter, because it's just a little beast of a thing. We'll have a quick look in here. You'll not be able to see, but
Our recliner has joined us. Good evening.
Right.
it'll be fine. It just needs
Good evening.
A deal of sanding in there. We've lost a tiny little bit of that edge. Let me just sand that edge up a little bit. I'll stick a little bit of 120 grit on the end of my finger and just do this little edge. Just to get that right. Still a tiny little bit lumpy there. Have a look now.
I do like the shape.
That's better. That should be fine. Now, if I want to do the inside, there are a multitude of different tools you could use to do the inside, but I use a stick.
Black paint.
And black paint, yeah. Black paint's a good trick because it kind of hides all sorts of. But what I do is I have to get into the bottom, I have a stick with a pad on the end. And I put a little sanding disc on it. And then I
Philip J's joined. Hello, Philip J.
And trim the edges. Just like that. An angle about, I don't know, 45, 50 degrees maybe or something. I don't know. Just guess, it'll be fine. Maybe 10 or a dozen cuts all the way around. And then if you can, if you can see that, then drop a stick. That's always a good plan. Give it a lot on your fingers.
The bundiest rows are in.
And it'll kind of start to overlap itself. And then when you get into the bottom, you can actually sit in the bottom and then come up the sides. So we'll have a go and see how we go on. I'm not too worried about the extractor currently because there's nothing coming out of there, or very, very little. It's all kind of staying in there. I'll put the extractor on now. Because I'm going to pull it out. Be careful not to sand your way through the bottom or through the side.
I've known somebody do that.
It's easy enough to do if you've made it a bit thin to begin with. So rather than blowing that out there, I'll just kind of stick the vacuum in and try and suck it out. And that'll do. We could do a little bit more sanding in there, but I'm not going to fuss with it now. I'll leave a tenon on at the end so as I can leave a little tenon on so as I can grab it again, and I'll re-sand that on the inside. But I'm not going to take all day trying to do that. So next, I'll take that off and make a lid. It's the next part of the job. So let's just remove this from the chuck. Now, I have this marked on the chuck, so it should go back in the same place. And what I've had to do is line up one of the jaws there. And I've put a pencil line on it. I hope you can see that. And I'll put a pencil line on the chuck. Right.
Yeah,
You guys
totally
hear that now? Did you guys hear that?
Well, what on earth is it?
I've no idea. It's not coming from here.
It's Terry.
Terry, what's happened to your microphone, buddy? It must be Terry. I've just muted him.
Yeah, it's definitely Terry.
Your microphone's gone haywire, Terry. Yeah, still doing it.
Definitely. And Baz from Real Simple Thing is around us.
Evening, Baz. You just have to listen to that noise for a minute so you can Terry sort himself out there a bit. No. Just breathe on it, Terry. Breathe in the microphone. Your microphone has been really super sensitive for some reason.
I actually thought it was your.
Yeah, that's terrible, Terry. That's that just deafening in my ear. That's just absolutely deafening, Terry. You can just sort that out, buddy.
Sounds a bit
Right,
better.
back to returning. Put that open there.
Terry, mute your mic and do a reboot on it.
Let's see. Wow. I'll mute your mic while you reboot it, Terry. Can't be listening to that. That's terrible. So this will be the lid.
Now there's a lot of spots in there, isn't there?
There is a lot of spotting in this bit, yeah. Can't find the remote to mute. It's okay, I've muted them for you. Can't be listening to that.
This is Brian's ultimate dream. He's got the ability to mute Terry.
I know, it's fab. Right, so there's the size I need. So the width to the top is nearly the same width as the bottom. So I'm just going to open up a little bit. No, I'll just make it a little bit shorter. Just like that.
Benjamin's in.
Transfer that onto there.
Good evening, Ben.
Now, what do I want to do there? I need to make a hole. That's what I need to do. Let's make a little hole. Let's use a 3/8 bowl gauge. Or spindle gauge, sorry. Bowl gauge. Sure, just bring this up a little bit. With any sense, we put a little mark on there so as we can see. Terry, just put in the chat when you've rebooted your microphone, buddy. And we'll just take a little hole out of there. That's not obviously on center.
Terry said he's behaving himself now.
Yeah. Okay, let's try that. See? Unmute. How's that, Terry?
What about that?
That's better. Yep, you're back.
Okay. Yeah.
Situation is normal.
Thank
hopefully.
you.
If I wasn't so lazy, I'd get the calipers out. Or the dividers, should I say. A bit more.
I've also plugged it in to try, and it might be losing its charge or something.
I've never heard anything like it.
Well, it definitely didn't like it. We're getting close, so we'll try we'll actually try the pot on it and see what happens.
Wayne could understand me anyway. Good man, Wayne.
Yeah, Wayne can understand you.
Well, that was clever. I made that far too big.
Alex has got it right.
It's far too big.
Yeah.
Let's
Terry never behaves himself.
Let's just cut that off because I made that far too big.
Rob Cobrels has joined us.
Rob. Evening, Rob.
Good evening, Rob.
And I'm going to get the dividers out this time. Shouldn't have been so lazy the last time. Should have got the damn things out and did it right. Stop messing about. Let's close that up. And open it a little bit.
Jason said, I thought Terry was impersonating an air compressor there for a minute. Yeah, Terry can be a
gonna-
bit of a bag of wind.
I'm just going to turn my fan back on and see if it was a fan. Ben Jamin's in. Hello, Ben.
Yeah, I've said hello to him.
Oh, have you, right?
Yeah.
Why can I not get this? Why can I not find that?
Worried about my mic, Brian. That's what you're doing.
We always knew that Terry was
That's it,
dodgy.
eh? Let's try that. Stop short, just in case. I failed my engineering degree, as you know. Never was any good at measuring.
Right, using a parting tool to get this.
You could use a palm tool, yeah.
Mm.
It was fun that. I'm having fun trying to use it. Just trying to use that.
Better to creep on upon it than try and get too much in one go.
This is what I'm doing, Terry. It doesn't have to be a tight fit anyway. It's supposed to be a loose fit. But not a French fit because that's too loose. Oh, nearly there. Know what the final, what to say? One last cut.
Ben says curry was a mistake in this weather.
Possibly was, man. Yeah, possibly was. Although a loose fit on a ginger jar wouldn't make any difference because they would just let the smell out. That's fine. That's good. There, mate. It's just loose enough, but not too loose. So now, what size do I
Mother-in-law
need?
Mark II collected pottery ginger jars.
Did you?
Oh, did
They're
you?
quite a fascinating history, really.
Mhm.
It's when ginger was expensive because of the shipping costs. So
Yep.
the jars got more and more elaborate and often
did.
weighed more than the ginger they contained.
That's true. Pete, not much of a no cut line on this one.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Pete, what have I done?
It's not bad. I'll let you off that one.
Yeah, you can get away with that.
5 mil and above, I'll accept. Below that,
Well, that's fair enough. I get told off
Brian, you
otherwise.
frozen, mate.
Oh, no, I've not.
No, not
No,
to me.
you're not
No,
to me.
Frozen on my
Chris
stream.
Bailey Woodworks. Hello, Chris from Bailey Woodworks.
On your
Hi,
stream, yeah.
Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I knock you out and then put you back in again, Pete?
What's going on here, eh? My microphone.
My stream
StreamYard.
not frozen, not Brian.
Your feed's out, mate. We can still hear you, but we can't see your video.
Yeah, well, I don't need to talk you doing anyway.
Gremlins.
Carry on.
I'm having a cup of tea
Gremlins.
anyway. So.
It'll catch up in a minute.
Okay, right, back to work. There we go. So we're just going to hold this out a bit. That's as far down as we're going to go. And I need this to be, I've forgotten how wide I need it to be on the outside.
You're back.
Oh, good.
Well, may not be good, but you're back.
Good for us. Not so good for you, Pete.
Depends on how Pete views it.
Yeah, don't be cheeky, you. Oh, that's a bit tight. I think that's a little bit wider than I had planned. So I need to get rid of some material. So we'll go back to our 1/2 inch bow gauge again. Turn the speed up a bit.
Change camera.
Change the camera.
Going to overhead. I'm just going to get rid of some material here. There was a slight debate earlier about the shape of this lid. Some lids.
Wasn't a debate. I just told you were wrong.
Yeah, we both told you were wrong, but don't matter.
Yeah, Pete said I was wrong. So that was the sum total of the debate. Pete said I was wrong, he was right, and that's the end of it. And I said, "Ah, well, it's me that's doing it."
True.
Yeah. Stand your ground.
But I'll compromise with you, Pete.
That's very kind of you.
You mess it up even more now. He's going to have a long piece and then a round bit at the top.
Well, what was wrong about it, Pete?
Should be round, not straight-sided.
Ginger jars are supposed to have like a semicircular domed lid on them.
Some of them.
Jennifer just pointed out there's 67 people watching and only 20 people like it. Don't expect people to put their thumbs up.
If he'd done a round lid, maybe more.
All right, Rob.
Leave that there. Now. So yes, spindle gauge. That's what I want down here is a tiny little bead.
Yeah, I'm just looking at YouTube at the moment. You've got 69 watching, but 40 of them don't like what you're doing, so they haven't put the thumbs up yet.
That's all right.
Yeah, don't matter.
So
The fact that they're there is good enough.
I'll decide whether I'm going to put the thumbs up depending on the shape of this lid.
Yeah.
You got no chance on, is he?
You too.
Do I care?
No.
Nope.
None of it.
Ben says he's doing his Asian-inspired piece this weekend. He'll be ordering some chow mein to get inspired.
So rather than have a complete straight side, I was going to have up to about here somewhere and then dome it in. I'm going to start from just past the bead. So that's the bead.
Yeah, that'll do.
And then I'll take a little, almost a straight, but then start to bring it around.
I'm not sure whether I like that or not.
More round.
Listen.
Yeah, that straight doesn't need to be there, does it, Joe?
No.
Just dome it.
I've got to tell you, it's staying there.
You do your design. Don't feel under pressure, Brian.
I'm not under any pressure whatsoever, Joe. I don't do pressure.
Good. No. That's good to hear.
He's not under any pressure, Joe. We just won't let him live it down for 3 or 4 months.
Or years.
Maybe years.
So that bead's not quite perfect, but a little touch of sandpaper will make it perfect. It'll be fine. Don't fuss over it, guys. What I need to do now is hollow the inside.
Small beads. Cut the 2 corners off, round it with sandpaper. Job done.
Yep.
Job done.
Indeed.
So are you going to be colouring the lid?
I may. Well, that will depend on how it turns out. That's too big.
Or make another one. One of the two.
Or make another one. You never know.
Round one.
Round one.
Don't.
I knew he was going to say that. That's why I left the door open for him there.
Say that as well.
I'm sure it'll look lovely whatever you do, Brian. It's not a problem.
Stop lying, Terry.
Not to me, it won't, but others.
There it is. What a box scraper.
Raymond Wise has joined us.
Wood's a bit thin, that's why kind of protesting a bit. You're getting a bit of harmonics off the wood there. Resonance, or whatever you want to call it.
Ben says, don't feel pressured to do the right thing, Brian. Stand your ground and do it your way.
And did it my way. Oh, that's not very good.
Somehow I was going to get a bit of a note in one way or another.
She was going to sing
Well
one
done,
way or
Joe.
another. Right, so I'll just take a little bit off here.
And we only come into these things to give Brian a hard time anyway. So.
Yeah, no point being in your house.
And Rob from Copperwell said he starts with a thumbs up, but you've got to earn it to keep it.
Yeah.
Good man, Rob.
Lucy says she always...
There's obviously somebody doesn't like it because they get a one thumbs down nearly every time. But I just laugh at it now. It's just like,
yeah,
very good.
I do, but that one I put out, the short I put under the comedy channel,
Yeah,
comedy group.
You got loads, didn't you?
And I got loads of thumbs down on that one.
It's a bit weird, eh? Right, so what we'll do is we'll just bring this down a little bit further and we'll make it too loose here, and then we'll reverse mount it in the chuck, again without a jam chuck, just for CD drive's benefit. So I want to make that a little bit more round, just to please Pete.
Are you caving now?
Yeah.
I'm not caving, that's what it looks like on the drawing.
Ah.
Yeah,
So is your drawing though, Brian?
That is heading towards a thumbs up, I've got to say.
It is your drawing, Brian.
Ben says,
differently.
And it's in pencil, so just amend it. It'll not make any difference.
Ben's doing a slow strip tease. His top's already off and his trousers might be next.
Oh, I say.
Can't unsee that, can you?
No.
How glad am I that I'm not watching that?
Yeah.
Just a little. I had to go that way just to get that little fillet in there.
Yes, Ruth. Terry has asked if I'm free on the 24th of September and the 1st of October, and I'm not. I will do the 1st of October, but Brian's doing the 24th of September.
What did I do that design? How did I do that design? Oh, yeah. I remember.
Having said that, it's only Terry that's asked. It's not official until you ask, so now it's official.
Yeah.
Still no.
Yeah, it's not official until Ruth asks.
Yeah, we don't take Terry's word for it anymore.
Anything, that's right.
Not that we don't trust you, Terry.
But you don't trust me, I know.
Wait a minute, yes it is.
You going to put a bead on that little knob as well? No.
I wasn't intended to.
Make it. That's all right. Don't worry.
I'm trying to do as much of it here before I turn it around.
Sand it.
But I don't want to be too.
Sand the inside before you break it off.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. I maybe should have done it already, but sure.
Yeah, you probably should.
So it's just a little simple knob on the top. And now we'll.
The picture didn't have the drawing didn't have a knob, did it?
No. Like you said, he can amend the picture.
I bet.
Oh, yeah,
did.
it did, yeah.
I
Yeah,
bet
it did,
differ.
yeah.
What do you call that?
Doesn't look nothing like the one he's done.
That's a
but-
Oh, it doesn't.
All right.
It doesn't look in like it. No, it doesn't. It needs to come in a little bit. You're right at the bottom. You're absolutely right.
It doesn't
Terry.
matter. Doesn't
But
matter.
is it
Just
finished?
sand,
You know.
sand the
Is it-
inside.
Terry, is it finished?
Sand the inside, Brian. Get on with
It's
it.
not finished, Terry. So you know what my granny
That-
used to say?
I'm pretty sure the second lid will look better.
Fools and bairns shouldn't see things half done. That's what my granny used to say. Oh, I've just dropped my control box on the floor.
That probably won't work now.
Oh dear. That's swinging on a piece of wire. It'll be fine. Oh, upside down. That'll be better. Let me just check it. That's still working, Terry. Yeah, a bit more speed than that. So I'm just going to sand this by hand. Shouldn't take long. He says, hopefully.
The thing is, Terry's still got to be forgiven for leaving us hanging while he finishes ice cream on Sunday.
Yeah.
Nice, my ice cream. I like my ice cream. In fact,
That's 80 grit. I don't need that on the outside. Let's go with 120 grit.
Right.
Yes.
We can go for about an hour.
Oh, no, no.
Yeah.
Just short, but it's hot and thirsty.
I haven't even started calling it yet.
Well,
maybe I have to make this a 3-parter.
Depends on what you're colouring it. It's a Twix spray colour job, then easy. But if it's an involved 3-hour colour session,
well,
maybe
it might be. It might be. I'll tell you what I'll do. When I finish this bit and I get this all finished, we'll have a look at the other pieces, and the chat can decide whether they want me to.
Yep. Good plan.
Well, they're all going to say carry on because
Yeah.
Nothing on TV is there we're watching.
I need to finish that off a little bit because it's not really good enough. I'll turn it around first. No.
Rob's trying to find out what time Lucy's getting to Yandles on Saturday. It's because he wants to buy the wood before she arrives. And Ben said, Brian, I think you'll find it easier reversing this on Chuck so you can finish it in one go.
You're right, Ben. You're 100% right. But am I glutton for punishment?
You could even use a jam chuck.
Yeah. Yeah, use a jam chuck.
Could I?
Jaws.
A jam chuck?
Well,
What's that about?
Well, if you've got a chuck
we'll
and
do
some
that,
jam, you could.
We'll do that then. We'll turn it around, but we're not going to use a jam chuck, I don't think. If that fits in a chuck, that's all it's getting. I ain't that fussy. So let's just cut that off about there. Quickly.
Just like that.
Just like that, yeah. No messing about. Take that off. Throw that in the, throw that over there because I might use that again. Don't know. Take that off. And get the small chuck from over here. Small chuck sits beside the small lathe.
Is that just to shut the kids up, is it, Lucy?
Mark, on Saturday, don't forget to get some 12-inch sycamore boards. There you go, I've reminded you.
Oh my goodness, that's really useful, that.
Don't we get 12-inch sycamore boards, Mark, on Saturday, right?
12 inch. Is that 12-inch sycamore boards?
12-inch sycamore boards.
12-inch sycamore boards.
All right.
Don't forget them.
Lucy, don't forget to remind me to remind Mark.
Yep.
Really helpful, isn't it?
Nice and gentle, Brian.
I know, because it's not very thick. It ain't very thick. Let's just bring that up to there. And let's just bring this up. And put a revolving center in there. Where is my revolving center? That'll do.
If I buy anything on Saturday, it's Mark's fault.
Okay.
I was going to go down on the bike, but I've got to take his computer down.
Yeah, then you can't.
That means I'm taking the van down, which means I can buy stuff. So therefore, anything I buy on Saturday is Mark's fault.
Oh, of course. Oh, 100%. Why would they be? Yeah, I'm happy with that. That'll do. I'm going to make it do. Just bring that in there. Lift that up a tiny bit. I have no strength in my right hand at all.
That's a good plan, Lucy.
My thumb here is absolutely knackered. I know what I've done to it. So all I have to do really is
Old
just get
age,
that. Right.
arthritis.
Old age is right. Just bring this into somewhere about there. Step that down. Get a smaller gouge. 1/4 inch gouge. Just there. Roll it over there. And then bring that from the middle of there back to the edge. And they two should meet up now. I just seen a design opportunity there.
Okay.
Is everybody holding their breath or?
No, I'm just
Not
watching
taking
you
any notice.
impressed.
And there. I think this little button is nearly too big, so we'll make it a little bit smaller. Oh. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Brian,
Lost the priest.
fell off, mate.
It fell off, Pete.
Did it crack? Check it, cracked.
No, it hasn't.
Andy the Valley Woodturner has fallen for the Chinese whispers thing.
Lost my chair.
He said he'll ask Susie to remind him, to remind Lucy, to remind me, to remind Mark to buy the boards.
That's going to work.
Well, the actual message, I think, was he's going to ask Susie to remind him, to remind Lucy, to remind me, to remind Mark to buy us coffee and cake.
Yeah.
I think that was
That
what
was
it
the
was
first
anyway.
message.
I kind of. Is that what you had, Pete?
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
This may have to be a jam shot. No, that's on my right.
Well, you lost me up first round, let alone the second round.
Oh, I'm always lost. Don't worry about it.
Bottom line, Pete, is take a van. You can buy the boards in.
Now, Ben has suggested for you to write it on your forehead, so when Mark sees you, he'll be reminded.
Not a lot of
Pete.
good. No, but
My
wonder
door's a
that's
bit
not.
loose.
That's not. No, but wonder that's not working.
The other thing is, have you got an elastic band?
No.
One of them sort of 1/4 inch thick ones.
No.
Oh.
That
No problem there,
jaw.
Brian.
That jaw is just about to come off. That's the wrong size doofer. This is the right size doofer, I hope. There we go. That jaw is loose, Terry.
It's still. Is it still loose?
Not now. No, it's not now. I've tightened it. But I'll just make sure they're all tight now. No point in only tightening one.
Not, it's not the
It
carrier.
looks as if it would break right easy, that thing.
No. It's funny how it's just one screw that's came loose. It's a bit funny, that. And I've got a daddy long legs trying to make a nest in my head. It's time to shut the shed door. It's dark outside.
Don't let the wasps in.
Well, it's not so much that's daddy long legs come in when it gets dark.
Oh yeah, they do dance, don't they?
I know what you mean by the elastic band, Pete, but I don't think I have one.
Yeah, it can help grip on those light connections.
Let's see, can we get away with that? I'll just put a bit of tape on that just to hold it on.
Good plan.
Quick bit of masking tape. Just like that.
So where are you tonight, Susie? Are you in France somewhere, or are you still in Switzerland, or what?
Is she on her way already?
Yeah. Spirit and Bear have joined
Right,
us.
Right.
Good evening.
That should help that stay on now.
Kez and Phil.
Yeah, Ken, Naz, or Phil, yeah. Or both, probably.
Quite likely.
just a little finessing of that again. It should be better.
Look, Lucy's gone straight to the alcohol question.
Yeah, you and Reams.
Susie, are you in Reams? Them.
Straight to the champagne.
What's the chances of that tiny little bit staying there?
None. Round it
Not
off.
so much.
A sandpaper.
Oh,
I
leave
don't
it
know.
round. Start with a
Should be fine.
240. That's all you need is 240 on that.
Should be.
She's in Reams. She's done 400 miles today, 33 degrees. It was terrible.
Yeah. It's just so warm.
Yeah, I've done a hot run through France. We did a pizza delivery to the Pope. So we started off at 4 o'clock in the morning in Calais and headed for Rome. And the roads were incredibly quiet. And it was that hot that they were putting news announcements out telling people to stay indoors, not to go outside because it's too hot. So every
Right.
time we stopped at a petrol station, we were filling our crash helmets up with water and putting them back on our heads full of water.
That better.
And when we arrived in Rome, we put the pizzas in a bin, and they were actually black, where the cheese had continued to burn on top of them.
My goodness.
Well, Robert Broadwood's joined us.
Hey, Robert.
And Jewish Shed.
And you.
And Charlie Taylor.
Charlie.
Hey, Charlie Taylor. Must be nobody left in the bed now. So these boys coming in because Coronation Street's finished now, is that what it is?
That'd be it, yeah.
Right, that's about as sanded as that needs to be, I think.
Roger Kenton. Sure.
But what I have to do now is
Hey,
sand
Roger.
it in below here. So we'll need to take this off again. And get a little pad of paper. On the end of my finger. Just to be able to hold that on a little bit.
Apparently, Corrie's on at 9.
Is that the
Oh, they'll be
plus
all
Well,
one
leaving
yeah.
then?
in soon then.
I don't watch it at
On
9
twice.
either, so.
It's on twice tonight, is it? I don't watch it. Ruth does.
It's not quite the right shape, that little pear.
I think it's quite sweet.
That'll do. That'll do. Only has to go to 240 as Pete said. Remember to open the chuck and not close it. Right, let's have a look at these two bits. Let me just put that on the lid on off camera. Oh, it does work. That was
Charlie's asking, what's the sandpaper you're using there?
240 and it's Rhino Grip. I think, isn't it Rhino Grip?
It is.
Yeah, red line, Rhino Grip, red line.
We bought a consignment of it, Charlie, about a year and a half ago.
Yep.
We
we bought
bought about 200
25
yards of it.
metres each.
No,
Yeah.
Each, yeah.
I think that looks quite nice. So let me just set that
Thanks
there.
to Glyn, who
Look,
arranged
look
it
at
for us.
And
Yeah.
go there.
Then the Yorkshire gets.
So there's what that looks like, guys. It's not going to have a foot on it, obviously. So ignore the foot, and that's how the little jar looks.
Look
what I
better with
want
the
to
round
do-
lid on it.
Yeah, I
It
suppose
would
you can
look
have a
better.
thumbs up for that.
It won't look any better with a round lid at all, Terry Bray. So I'm just going to set that there for a second. Just forget the Johnny angle. And I'm going to show you the bits that I made. Now I started turning a little box I'll show you this one first. I did a little practice piece. Can you
To
see
show
that?
the legs, because you can't see the legs
We
there. 'cause
can't
you
it's
see
see-
the whole
in
thing.
the shadow.
Not from that
So
angle.
this was
no.
a tiny little piece that I did. Yeah, let me see.
Right, have you got a light you can put on there?
Yeah, I probably do. I probably do. Let
It's
me
a little
just.
bit shadowy in the dark colour, isn't that helping?
Isn't it?
We did, Mark. We got Charlie. We got it from Taylor's Murfield. Dan at
Taylor's
Taylor's
Murfield is
Murfield
right.
did us a deal at the time.
It is a good deal, yeah. And we bought 25 meters each of 5 different grits. Or 4 different grits? 5 different grits. Can't remember. Let's try that. Is that any better?
Basically, we bought 4 rolls as they came from the supplier.
Yeah,
Is
Split
that,
between us.
divvied them up.
That was
is
so
that look
funny.
better? Is that any better, Pete?
That's a bit better.
So there's one
Yeah,
little
they're better.
bowl that I did earlier, just and I decorated with. I can see because my things are covered in dust. I did this with a practice. This is a practice piece, just to figure out how to cut out the feet. And the one I showed you the other day was this one. That was the first one I did. This is the second one. So I'll show you this bit first. This is the feet. Remember the carved out? You can't really see that, can you?
Okay.
Yeah, we got it there.
Let me go to the overhead. There's the feet there. Like.
That's really pretty. That.
So, and I've decorated this one by hand. So just use some ebonizing lacquer on there, and then some Joe Sonia paints on these bits. Supposed to look like mountains, but not really look like mountains. There's a bit of green in the bottom, and then the kind of browny goldy colour coming up to the top of the mountains. Then a bit of blue iridescent for the sky. And then I had a go at painting a cherry tree. I don't know if it's all that successful or not. Can you see that?
Well, you get the idea.
So it gives you the idea.
Definitely.
And then I made a little pagoda style lid for that, which looks like that.
Turn that. That's it.
So I'll set them down here so you can see. And I did mention that you could make all sorts of fancy feet. And this is where the controversy comes in. So let's go back to there. No, not there. 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 This little guy. Just go take the lid off it there and set it there. Saying nothing more about the lid. And there's the feet on that one. So you can see how we've kind of put a
That
little
is
bit of swag on there.
Exercising feet,
then it
this
has
was. Very
A
good.
bit of feet. And another little. And this was all hollow. This was all done with the Proxon carver. Not the Proxon carver, the micromotor, and a cut-saw burr, as you've seen on Tuesday. And then I've coloured it with intrinsic colours and left
Lacquered.
a clear band in the middle, and I've lacquered it a little bit. And I painted the lid gold, and apparently I made a mistake because I painted the inside of the lid gold, but I don't believe that. I
That's a
think it looks
mistake.
fine.
The inside of the lid should match the inside of the pot.
I don't think so.
So paint the inside of the box gold. Job done.
I'll paint the inside of you gold in a minute.
Dr. Bob's
See.
joined us.
So there's the 3 bits that I've done so far, the 4 bits that I've done so far. This bit, I intend to give the same treatment as this, but obviously on a bigger scale. So that's not going to happen tonight. So there you go. That's how you turn a ginger jar, guys. There you go.
Are we
Colin
gonna
says
get
he
that on
likes
the
the
video then,
second one,
Brian?
but he's not sure about
Sorry?
the red lid.
Are we going to get the decoration on a video?
Yes, I'll do the decoration on a
People
video.
like
Yeah.
that, I think.
I will, but it's kind of long and laborious for a particularly doing likes of this tree. That was an absolute torture. Trying to do
A
that
question
tree.
from Jewish Shed. Would wax finish make chestnuts paint bleed out of stencil art?
Question, would wax finish make chestnut?
Shouldn't do.
It shouldn't.
The wax
As
shouldn't do.
as long as it's dry, Joey. As long as you give it plenty of time to dry, don't be doing it straight away. So there's the little tree. Look, I'm quite proud of that actually. First thing I've ever painted.
So you should. So
Yeah,
you should.
that's pretty good.
And
Well,
little sort of made up Chinese symbols. They don't mean anything. I just made them up out the top of my head. So that was that little was. And I'll let you see this a little bit
I love
closer on
that.
this camera. There you go. And it's just a
It looks
tiny
like-
little
apart
box.
from the inside of the lid being wrong.
Apart from the
rest of it's
inside, the
perfect.
lid's wrong
yeah,
apparently.
just paint the inside of the pot gold and it'll
No,
look perfect.
I'll sand the gold off the outside if the chat think that it's wrong. I don't
Yeah.
think it matters.
Everybody in the chat, please say sand the inside of that lid so it matches the inside of the pot. Because Brian's just wrong on that one.
The big piece reminds me of one of the little bearded people from the Lord of the Rings. Oh yeah, the little. Yeah, okay.
Dwarfs.
Maybe I should just put a beard on it. Maybe I should. Put a little beard on it. What do you think? Make it into a gnome. So that'll do it for tonight. I think it's half. Is it only 8:30?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Really time enough listening to you. Crumbs.
Oh, okay.
Right,
fair
and
enough.
105 people have just said sand the inside of that lid.
Yeah. So,
I
there
usually
you go,
do
Brian.
lie teller. Colin at Turnlink says sandy inside. Now I listened to Colin before. I
Terry
listened to
says
Don't
you.
do it.
sand it.
Dewey said sand it.
Michael McEwen says no gold inside. So you can either paint the inside gold of the pot or sand the lid.
That would be the easiest option. Paint the inside gold.
Paint the inside.
It's all nicely sanded anyway, so I mean,
Just
it's
paint
just
the inside.
it's
I
sanded and sanded,
like
so-
the naturalness of the inside.
I like the natural inside of the pot, and I think the inside of the lid needs to be natural as well.
Oh God!
Make a new lid then.
Guess what? It's not.
They're all saying sand it. Look at the chat, Brian. Just look.
I'm saying I'm
Sand,
looking at.
sand, sand,
Grandma
sand,
Ruth
gold,
just
sand.
said gold
Shut
Shut up,
inside.
Ruth.
Uh,
Me and Ruth gonna
now,
have a
see,
debate in a minute.
now Ruth has just said gold inside, so
We're gonna have a debate in a minute then.
that's the end. That's the
Yeah,
end.
that's the cop out
Mm.
version.
It says gold. I love this little pot here. I'm going to make a whole lot more of that kind of style of stuff because I love doing their feet. Anyway, bring you guys
Colin
back
likes
in
the
here.
one with the red lid, but he doesn't like the lid.
What? What's wrong with the lid?
It doesn't go with
I
it.
suppose it
It's-
doesn't keep with the
it's-
other
it's a
colour,
little-
does it?
Pagoda lid. That's all. It's just a pagoda lid. A little Chinese or Japanese pagoda lid. A matter of personal taste, that I'm afraid. If you don't like it, bit of bad luck you're having. Don't have to buy it. Let me see. Can I get my? There you go. I'll get myself back in camera. There we go. Right, we're done. It's only 9:30.
We're done.
It's very warm in here. It's 22.2 degrees in my workshop, and it's hot. Starting to sweat. Robert says, "Brian, do as you want." And Colin says, "It doesn't go. It distracts from the beauty of the bottom."
Yep.
The lid is it?
Yep.
Is this the big
The
lid?
red
Round
lid.
about the little blue one
Yep.
with the red.
Yep.
Oh God, what do I have to
Dr.
do?
Bob
then?
says excellent work.
I could just leave it the way it is then. Just leave it like that.
So just cut a couple of new lids and sort them out properly, Brian.
No,
do it
oh,
right.
gee.
Yeah, probably.
I've got a new
That's
lid
okay.
here. Look, I made a lid just in case Pete came in. There you go. I'll just set that on top. There you go. Will that do? Is that better? Will that suit?
That's better.
I quite like
It's
that.
like a Chinese man, that
It is
doesn't
better.
it?
It is quite nice actually, Brian.
It's a mite big, but we could go something like that. Anyway, there we go. Thanks very much for you guys coming in to Earworm. A bigger thanks to everybody who came in to watch. I do appreciate it. Only time I wasn't milk today was while I was in Tesco's. Standing down the milk aisle or something. Yeah. Says Lucy. Excellent. Right, I'm pressing the button, guys. We're off. Who's on tomorrow?
Bye tomorrow?
Who's on tomorrow?
Goodbye.
Friday.
Friday it'll be
Steve,
Steve, right?
Is Steve on tomorrow? Is he on?
I
I
know.
don't know if he is.
I don't know if he's on, but he should be.
He should be. Steve should be on tomorrow night with a bit of luck.
But he may not be.
And then
I
we've
don't know.
got
I'm
thinking-
Saturday
I'm
afternoon
thinking I'm out
cartoons,
tomorrow. I can't
Saturday
remember-
morning
I can't remember
cartoons
if I'm
and
away
Saturday
tomorrow.
afternoon.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Yeah, Wayne will be on, and Saturday afternoon cartoons is right, and then
And then Terry's going to do,
Sunday.
well,
I'm
he's going
away
to
on
start at
holiday
2 o'clock
Sunday.
on Saturday and he's going to go right the way through till 10 o'clock at night.
I'm on holiday Sunday.
You can't be on holiday again on Sunday.
Why not?
No, you're not
You're
on
on
holiday,
holiday
Terry.
again.
You're doing a live. I won't be there because I should be busy.
You're on holiday.
Pete is. Pete's on
Yeah.
holiday. You're not.
Well, I can't do it. Pete can't be there.
Oh, right. Yes, you can. I'll be there.
Oh,
I might give Mike water ring, get his backside off. He can do it.
I
Yeah,
can't do it
I
if
I may
I'm not
see you
there, so-
Sunday, people.
I think he's working. No, Terry will see you on Sunday, people, and I'll see you on
Oh,
Monday.
yeah, Bruce looked at my diary. Terry's doing a live Sunday. On a
There you
radio.
go.
There you go.
Is that another conversation you're going to have in a minute?
I just lost the other conversation. Terry Barton is already sided with her.
Oh, yeah, she's right.
Nothing else matters.
Indeed. Anyway, right. We'll see you all later. Anyway,
Yeah, bye.
have a
everybody.
great weekend, guys, and I'll see you on Monday,
Bye,
if
everyone.
not before.
No, you won't.
Bye for
Cheers,
now, guys.
everyone. Take care.
Okay,
Bye,
bye.
everybody.
Bye.
Pressing the button, Terry. Shut up now.